Basecamp and Trello. Basecamp, it allows group messages through the campfire function. We don't generally use this because you get an email notification and sometimes the messages aren't relevant to you, so we'll use other technologies for that. Messages.
So what is Basecamp? Talk me through. How does it work?
Basecamp it's just a function to allow you to create lists of to-dos. We use it for, we have our own individual to-do lists, but you can create lists and tasks, and you can tag other people in it, or yourself. You can add a due date, title, you can add notes, so like web links, anything like that.
Okay.
And your to-dos will go into the schedule.
So is that like a company schedule?
This is a company schedule, yeah. So you know when everyone is in meetings or out of work, and if there's something that you're involved in, it'll let you know and send you reminders.
Okay, so how do you set up a task and things like that on the to-do list?
On here you can...
So do you set tasks yourself, or you just set tasks?
I can set my own tasks, can set tasks for other people, so I'll add to do. You can assign different people, so click any name here.
Yeah.
Add extra details, attached files, attached web links, photos. Add a due date or a run from date, and that will appear in the calendar.
And has this been established since you've been here?
We've been using this since October, I think.
Right. And how have you found it? Is it good? Was it hard? Was it difficult at first? What do you need to do to make sure people start actually, I suppose, trusting it in a way, isn't it? That were people just ignoring it at first?
At first, there wasn't a lot of people making lists, but then Danielle encouraged everyone to put their tasks on the to-dos, so each person started creating their own list, and then that way we know what the people are working on, and the bosses can see that what we're working on, whether we're doing the right things, other people can see if we're busy. If we're collaborating on things, we can see if the other person is getting involved in it.
So what sort of guidelines do you think you need for a collaborative technology like this?
For this...
Because you don't have one, do you?
No, we need to make sure that confidential information is only shared with the people who need to know. So, if it's a web development, only the web developers should have that information, and they should keep any sensitive information, or anything to do with bank details, anything like that, keep that off this platform, because it is visible to the graphic designers, social media, anyone who isn't particularly relevant, and some freelancers use this as well, so it's important not to
Is there a way to do confidentiality in this? No, so it's totally open and collaborative.
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
Make sure that it's quite obvious what each task is. So rather than putting just Raja Monkey, you put finish Raja Monkey by this date and what detail. So it's quite clear what you're working on, and for yourself and for the people.
Okay. What other sort of issues would you need as part of guidelines and policy? Because there's a message system there, isn't there?
Yeah, message system again. Make sure you don't put any information that isn't need to know for everyone. It's not a social thing, so don't put anything not relevant to work in there. Yeah.
Okay. What do you think would make this better? Do you think this is a perfect software? What was the other one you said as well?
We started using Trello. I think it's a lot more useful for separating tasks off. You can select which people see which boards, and you can make it private just for you, or you can put teams in it. You can sort it by... So at the minute we're just using this for sales, so these are my boards, which are private, and then there's sales team boards, which all three of us who are on it can see. But it's a lot more easily, like, a lot more user friendly.
Why is it important to have, it's almost sort of levels of responsibility, why is it important to sort of determine those levels of responsibility on a system like this?
Just to, like, again, with the information, making sure the people who need to know, and those who don't get that information.
Because on the other one, anyone can set tasks, can't they?
Yeah.
Is that the same here?
That's the same. But this is also a message function within each task.
Okay. What sort of problems have you found with these two these collaborative technologies?
I think the main one with Basecamp is the email notifications. Sometimes they're like not relevant to the person who's receiving them. Also,
it's almost like cried wolf when you get loads of emails, isn't it? Because you just start ignoring them, and then that becomes a habit.
I think there's a habit of here. Some tasks will be. It's easier to not complete the tasks because you don't get a reminder that it's due necessarily, especially if it's not got a deadline.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes people will complete the task and then not delete it, so you're not entirely sure where other people are at. Whereas with Trello, you can message them to see if they've done it or not, and then you can delete it or move on to it.
How about past tasks, complete tasks? Does it archive it somewhere so you can kind of see?
Yeah, if you go to the bottom of your own list, you can see all the tasks you've completed so far.
Why do you think that's useful?
So you can remember, I did that on this day.
Why do you think it's useful for maybe a manager, not necessarily an apprentice?
To see who's responsible for what work, if there's a mistake in it, to go to fix it.
Okay. All right, thank you. Which is better?
I like Trello. I've only just because
looks a bit like TweetDeck. I've not seen Trello before. I've used Basecamp.
I just like making lists because you can just organise them, leave them across when you're done. Whereas with that, it just sits on the board. You can't mark your progress on it. On Basecamp, you literally just tick it off when it's done. You can't be like, this is pending. This is in the first stage, second stage, finalised, whatever.
Okay. And Basecamp, there's a lot of project management. So that's how I've used it before. Like you set up a really big task, don't you? Assign different things. All right, okay, thank you.